Hello, and welcome to Little Jimmy's favorite podcast, Fedcast, coming to you from parts unknown. My name is Steve, and with me as always,
Justin.
And we're here to talk to you about the wacky world of wrestling for the week of February 25th.
We were a little late.
Yeah, we should probably talk about the fact that we said we were going to be here
Hopefully
Tuesday.
we didn't lose the tens and tens of listeners.
Yes, well, we do love them.
We do.
But yeah, no, life got in the way a little bit.
It happens.
Yeah, something came up I completely forgot about, so I couldn't do it Tuesday, so we're here on Saturday for Late Breaking Edition.
Yeah.
We're still going to cover everything that happened, so don't worry, you're not going to miss
It's not
anything.
like the last episode where we had to cover like 2 weeks worth of material.
Yeah, no, we've got all our regular shit and everything, we've even got SmackDown from this week, so we'll be completely caught up by next week.
Yeah.
And there won't actually be any going back in time next week, which is really fucked up.
Yeah.
That's going to be weird. Yeah.
Pretty much.
Either way.
But here we go.
Yep. So,
We'll start off, as always, usually with TNA.
Yes.
18 segments.
Yeah. Yeah.
5 matches.
Yeah.
So, there you go.
At least we got that.
But we'll get into it.
Yeah.
We start with Bully and Brooke entering the arena.
Yeah.
Followed by TMZ.
Yeah.
I want to know where these camera guys are stationed.
I have no idea.
Are they literally just sitting in the parking lot going,
Yeah.
come on,
Well,
I
they
need
must
somebody,
be.
I need somebody.
Well, it is.
Oh, man. Hey, Bully Brooke, hey, Bully Brooke,
Well,
hey,
it
Bully
is
Brooke.
TMZ, so
Yeah.
yeah, they would be sitting around just being like, hey, stuff, hey.
So anyways, he's just
Hey.
like, we're going to report later
Yes.
on, but he's really messed up.
He's
As
all...
Dr. Ray has put it, he's really messed up.
Yes, well, that must be a technical term.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Cutting to him coming out to the ring,
Yes.
and him calling him Jeff Hardy.
Yep.
Each putting each other, him putting over Jeff Hardy,
Yeah.
Jeff Hardy kind of screaming randomly.
Well, that's all Jeff Hardy can do when he's
to
live.
To the fans! He's still putting the emphasis on the
That's
end of
all
the
he can
sentences.
do. He can't have a normal promo. He
No.
can't. He
His
needs somebody to
cadence
talk
is
to
just
him.
so off.
Well, it's because... Yeah, he's
We
bad.
both love him.
I know. He's
But-
awesome, but I just don't want to hear him talk
And
ever.
he's got his, his little personal belt still.
Yeah. Why is he carrying around both belts?
I don't
Did
know.
TNA make him do this?
Like, I get if you have your own personal world heavyweight
Yeah.
title. That's fine. It's been done.
Yeah.
Carry the stupid little face belt you carry around.
If that's what you want, fine, but why is he still carrying the TNA belt as well? I don't get that.
And then when he puts the belt on the line, the referee holds up both belts. And
It's
like the other guy's just like, you could keep your little butterfly face belt.
It's like,
I don't
dude,
need
you
that.
could be the champion of freakdom. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't need that one. So yeah, I never understand it either. It doesn't make any fucking sense. But
But
it's
they
TNA.
do reference how it is kind of weird that these two guys are wrestling for a world heavyweight title.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad that they put that out there because it's two
These
faces.
guys kind of not just that,
Well,
but these guys kind of have history.
Oh yeah, they got a lot of history, which is awesome, and
Yeah.
and that's awesome that they mentioned it. They don't just sort of.
Did you ever think that Bubba Ray Dudley and Jeff Hardy would ever be fighting for the world
No.
title of
No.
any
No,
organization?
well, no, not by themselves. I mean, a rematch of the Hardy Boys versus the Dudley Boys, sure, that's understandable.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's happened in TNA several times, but yeah, them as fighting as singles champions.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Jeff in the recent years with like his WWE success and whatnot, but
Oops.
just way to hit the shit. But not Bubba Ray.
Yeah.
Or Bully Ray, whatever the fuck, Ray, whatever the hell he wants to call himself. Like,
Mr. Chain Wallet.
Yeah, Chain Wallet of Doom. Yeah, no, I never thought that. That's insane.
Yeah. So, that's what happens when you marry the boss's daughter.
I guess.
As we'll probably find out in the next couple of weeks. I'm still calling it.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll see, right?
Yeah.
But Q Bad Influence
Mhm.
coming down.
Yeah.
One of the two great tag teams in TNA.
Yes.
Them referencing Hulk Hogan as Thunder Lips.
Which was awesome. As soon as he said Thunder Lips, I kept looking around for Matt Morgan.
I know. It's Kate. Well, he was on the show, but
Yeah.
I'm going to do it. So they go back and forth, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Bully Ray does his own kind of mixology of
Yep.
Christopher Daniels, Appletini.
Which, gross.
Yeah, it's gross.
The fact that, I knew he was going to do it. The second he spit it out, I'm like, oh, God, he's going to...
Just slowly, just like,
Yeah.
ugh,
And I'm
why
just
are you
like-
milking it?
And then it's like, it's not green anymore. I'm like, what the hell is in your mouth?
Yeah.
But then I'm like, oh, God, he is going to throw this at him. And,
And then he threw it at him.
Poor Christopher Daniels has to take this in his face. Like, oh, God.
Not only are you not wrestling for world titles anymore, Chris Daniels, but here's Bully Ray's spit.
Yeah,
In
exactly.
your face.
Like, Jesus.
In your face.
You can't sink much lower, in all fairness.
Yeah. So, speaking of sinking low,
Yes.
Team TNA,
Uh-huh.
reaching for the middle, because guys like Magnus one on the team.
But Matt Morgan, Thunderlips, does not.
Yeah. So, but we start with Magnus,
Yes.
the genie himself.
Yes.
And I will be referring to him as such because he wanted to start as a genie in a month-long pantomime on Broadway or whatever in England, so he's
Well,
genie.
at least that's the thing. At least when Bret Hart was playing the genie, he was actually playing the genie.
Yeah.
Shadow Pantomime, not so much.
I know.
So
But
you're not even up there with Bret Hart
he wants,
as far as that.
So Sting is taking auditions apparently,
Okay.
and Magnus really wants on, so they
Wow.
talk it out, and there you go. And then after 3 segments, we finally get to our first match of the evening.
My God, I forgot we were watching
I know.
wrestling.
Tara,
Yeah.
accompanied by Mr. Spectacular,
Yes.
versus the champion Velvet Sky for the Knockouts title. This is a rematch. I guess Tara's rematch she gets.
Which
It was
okay,
a good match.
yeah, it was. I mean, I
Mhm.
actually watched this one. It was all right. Nothing spectacular, but
You know, it
It's
kind of
okay.
looks like Gail Kim was down at ringside.
yes.
It kind of looks like Taryn Terrell is actually working with Velvet Sky.
I think so. Yeah, I'm.
But I don't know why you'd have a heel, as in
I-
Gail Kim calling out somebody else for being a heel.
I don't know.
Would they turn Gail Kim face then, and then have...
No, because she's still going on about how she's like the greatest thing ever, and
Yeah.
you know, she's like when they asked her about her getting a title shot, she's like, "Well, as I should. What the hell?"
Yeah.
So that's very much a heel thing to do. But yeah, no, the ref is definitely working with Velvet Sky, so I don't get it. I
Velvet
mean-
does win. She retains.
Yes.
So,
Well, there was no jeopardy of that, I thought. But,
Yeah.
You know.
cut to Aries on the phone with Bobby Roode.
Yep.
They got to make a photo shoot.
Yes.
And Aries looking very tanned.
Very much.
He was an Oompa Loompa because he does stand about 5 feet nothing.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Q, Chavo, and Hernandez.
Ugh, yeah.
Chavo's just like, you think you can fight me? You know, you want to fight me? You want to fight me? And then
Yeah.
Aries is like, yeah, fine, I'll have a match. He's like, fine. Won't be against me. Be against him. And Hernandez just laughs. And
Yeah, I saw that coming a mile away.
so you get Aries versus Hernandez
yeah.
later on in the evening.
Yeah.
RVD.
Yes.
Kenny King?
Oh boy, this match.
Well, we get to the matchmaking.
Yeah,
first,
okay, fair enough.
Where King will be like, well, you know, I want another
Yeah.
title shot for the umpteenth time. I
Yeah.
think we're beyond umpteenth at this point.
I mean, do they have any other X Division guys?
Yeah, it's like those two and Zema Ion.
Yeah,
apparently.
that's it.
I don't know what happened to their X Division.
They all left for
Yeah.
greener pastures, I guess.
Apparently. So, RVD pretty much says, okay, if you win, that's fine, you're the champ. If you lose, you're out of the X Division. So,
Yeah, which we
seeing
all
that there's
knew.
since there's only 3 of them,
Yeah.
you kind of could see that one coming.
Yeah, we kind of saw.
That's Babe Ruth pointing to the fences.
Pretty much.
So, anyways, that match is scheduled for later on in the evening.
Yes.
We have our second match.
Yeah.
Hey, more wrestling.
Woo!
Hernandez in Weens. He just looks...
Yeah.
He's all like big, and there's like muscles popping out of places where there shouldn't be muscles.
He
and-
looks wrong. He just looks inhuman.
Now, I don't know if it's because I'm used to seeing him wrestle in a wife beater and kind of like jean shorts,
Maybe.
and then you just take that guy and then put him into regular Weens.
Yeah. I was seeing things I didn't want to
Yeah.
see. Just put it that way. Gross.
And him and Aries have a solid match.
Yeah.
You know,
It was-
Aries, Hernandez can fly
Hernandez,
around
I
for
got
a
no
big guy.
problem. I got no problem with Hernandez. I just think he's saddled with a retard.
Yep. So, but Aries gets the win here.
Yeah.
You know, good match.
Yeah, it was what I expected, but still good. Good nonetheless.
So we get Joseph Park
Yes.
eating a plate of ribs.
Okay, at first I couldn't tell what it was. I couldn't tell it was. I didn't know it was ribs until Sting said it.
Yeah.
So to me, it just looked like, okay, he's just randomly carrying around a random tray of meat.
Yeah, but then it's just like, now do you know what a rib is? He's just like,
Yeah.
yeah, but he's still eating ribs.
Because that's why, like, again, the joke was missing. I was missing the joke. But I'm just like, okay, why is he like, the whole time I'm sitting there going, why is he holding a random plate of meat? What the fuck does this mean? And then all of a sudden he's like, put down the ribs. I'm like, oh, I got it.
Yeah.
From last, I gotcha. Well
And
done,
those
TNA.
look like some pretty delicious ribs.
They did. It made me hungry.
I know.
It really did.
Damn you, TNA,
I
making me
know.
hungry and stuff.
Jesus, TNA makes me want meat.
Really?
As
the words were...
as they were forming, I wish I could take them.
You were just like reaching, like, no, come back,
Yeah.
come back.
Yeah,
Oh,
a little bit.
Well, it's out there.
However,
On the internet.
However, I guarantee you by next Friday, if there's enough people listening, that's going to be on a T-shirt.
Yeah.
TNA makes me want meat.
TNA makes me want meat.
I will buy that T-shirt.
Well, speaking of meat, there was a lot of it.
There
with
was.
Matt Morgan entering the room.
Yes.
All 9 feet of him.
9 feet, about 11 billion pounds.
You know the guy you want on Team TNA is just like,
Yes.
yeah,
no, I'm
no.
good.
I don't like Hogan still.
Mm-hmm.
He's kind of a dick. So,
and obviously, since I stole his Rocky gimmick,
yeah. So
I'm gonna
continue not being on television.
Pretty much. That was basically
because
what it
he
got
was
down
in a
to.
tag team last time I checked. I don't even know where that
Was
other.
he?
I don't know
Who was the other
Joey
guy?
Ryan, the Hedgehog.
Oh right.
I don't even know where that guy is anymore.
Nobody does.
Joey Ryan.
Are we
doesn't even
sure
know
he's
where
not
Joey
missing?
Ryan
Like, is somebody out there looking for him?
Maybe his mom.
Maybe.
I don't know. We don't live in America.
No.
So, or maybe his face is on a milk carton somewhere in America.
Or he's just working at Costco.
Could be.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Shane Douglas style.
Exactly.
Too soon.
Little bit.
Welcome to Walmart.
Oh.
Anyways.
Wow.
Anyways.
Okay.
Anyways.
Yeah.
Cut
moving on.
to the X Division title.
Yes.
And finally, RVD is no longer champion.
Yes.
This match was a botch fest.
It was just, my God, I'm pretty sure that RVD was hanging out with Swagger.
Yeah.
A little bit more Puff the Magic Dragon than usual. It was the first time that I can remember seeing what I've always been wondering. What happens if a wrestler forgets to kick out?
Yeah.
Because right before the end of that match, fucking Hebner counted 3, and then RVD kicked out.
Yeah.
Plain and simple. The commentators had no idea what the fuck was going on.
They just had to sell. They had to sell like he had his elbow up or something. Like his elbow wasn't down.
It's been a lot. Like, I can't remember seeing that, and it's been always clicking in the back of my head of like when what happens when that happens.
Yeah,
I guess,
well,
obviously.
it doesn't make sense because I get they would have to. It would be botched if RVD was supposed to win the match, but if he was scheduled to lose, just end it there.
I know
just
they should. They could have ended the botch because like it was only like what 30 seconds later.
They literally just wanted him. They just wanted King to get his Royal Flush finish.
Was that literally because it seemed like 30 seconds later? So it just seems like he picked him up.
Yeah,
for the
he
Royal
literally
Flush,
picked him
and that
up.
was it.
Royal Flush done. So
maybe RVD is just like fuck this. Maybe he's just like I don't want to lose this title.
I mean, it was a good match up until the end.
Was it?
It was. With RVD doing his spin off the top. And
some of
Kenny
it was
King was
pretty.
over the railing, and he did his spot there.
Yeah, some of it was pretty, but most of it was very much.
The ending was just screwed.
It was fucked up. Yeah, but I mean.
But at the end of the day, Kenny King is your new X Division champion.
Oh no, I'm all for this. I'm all for this because like fucking RVD is way too high to be carrying a championship.
So that was match number 3.
It was.
So we get into our 8th backstage segment. With Kurt Angle and Sting. Now we rag on TNA with the backstage egg, but at least they're
they're fast.
Quick.
They're not spending a half hour on something you don't give a shit about. They're getting like 1 to 2 minutes and we're done.
So yeah, Kurt said he's got something to do, and Sting was checking out the list and showing Kurt the list, and he was just like, "Oh, you're gonna pick that guy? Oh, good luck with that."
Yeah.
So yeah,
foreshadowing.
Yeah. So Ace and Eights came out.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's the team.
Yep.
It's gonna be Devon, Doc, Anderson, Knox, and Briscoe.
Yeah.
Sorry, Bischoff, not Briscoe.
Yeah.
Guess they had to pick one of the green guys.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
So I guess that's the team.
Yeah.
And they're just like, yeah, all of us in
Makes
Ace
me
and Eights.
wonder-
But it's just like, but where was Briscoe? Why couldn't he come to the ring with you guys?
Well, because again, they were showing the team, right?
Right.
That's why. I'm guessing Briscoe. What the hell is Briscoe going to be doing at Lockdown then?
He'll probably be outside the cage or something.
You think? Oh yeah, he's going to be the it factor.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
So Sting comes out.
Yeah.
And he slowly announces his team.
Very slowly.
You know,
Jesus Christ.
He's got like.
Like I had to agree with Anderson at the end there. I'm just like, dude, get on with it.
He's got a catchphrase for every guy.
Yeah.
We're looking for killers. And speaking of the killer, we got Samoa Joe.
Which I mean, surprise, surprise.
And then, the second guy's like, I'm sorry. Sorry about what? And then Q, sorry about that, damn. And then, so James Storm is announced.
Yep.
Magnus is announced.
Yep.
And then he's just like, well, it's showtime.
Yeah.
Who's your pick? I know that's your catchphrase. But who's your pick? And he's like, it's
showtime.
It was like a really bad who's on first routine.
Yeah, it wasn't even, it was just, oh God.
And then
like,
we
I
just
don't care
randomly
who's on
see
first.
Eric Young in the ring.
Yeah.
We're like, well, that's cool.
Yeah, no, I'm glad to
happy
see Eric
EY
Young back,
the team, because I like EY. EY's a good guy.
He's good, but did you have to go through that routine and take 20 minutes to just say that?
Yeah, so Team TNA set, Team Ace and eights are set, so Lethal Lockdown's going to be good.
Yeah, I'm all for it.
This was a gut check episode.
Yeah,
so we get the profile for Ivelisse Velez.
Can I talk about this Ivelisse chick for a moment? I watched her little interview here. Is she trying out for wrestling?
Yeah.
Then why was she talking about MMA the entire fucking time?
That's her training.
She just talks about, like, MMA is, like the greatest thing. It's so beautiful. It's this, it's that. When I'm not doing wrestling, I'm doing MMA, and MMA is awesome. Okay, you're trying out for wrestling, not MMA. Not at all. Like, I get it. You want to show that you're training MMA. That's fine, but you might want to show your passion for, pro wrestling.
Yeah.
Just a thought. But,
They even right when she was coming down the ring, say she missed an MMA fight to do this gut check match. So that shows her dedication to wrestling.
Oh, does it?
Apparently.
To me, it just seems like, she didn't want to get kicked in the face today, so she's going to wrestle and
so there you go.
Shit.
Then we cut to a little quick thing of Kurt following Ace and Eight slowly but surely.
Yes.
This is where the TMZ camera comes in handy.
Yes.
Where he's just like, he's telling the guy to be quiet and just follow me.
Yeah, like, that's fine. Can't they just, like, have, backstage interviews?
Yeah.
Do they need the TMZ cameras
They only
everywhere?
do backstage interviews for pay-per-views.
Yeah.
What I noticed. They don't have, like, those crazy TMZ cameras on the pay-per-views.
It just seems weird. Like, I don't
their
understand.
Weekly TV show is going to be
I
like
guess.
Then we get into the second gut check competitor, Lady Tapa.
Lady Tapa, yes.
Who's the niece of the Barbarian.
Which was funny, because at first, she's just like, I'm from the Isle of Samoa, and I'm like, who's she related to?
No, Tonga.
Oh, Tonga?
Yeah, the Kingdom of Tonga.
Tonga from Samoa, whatever. And as soon as she said Samoa, I'm like, who's she related to? Come on, I know you're related to. And then it's like Barbarian. And like, I knew it. They're all fucking related. Every Samoan wrestler is related.
We actually see the Barbarian. And he looks in pretty good shape.
He does. I'd like to see him come out.
Yeah.
That'd be fucking awesome.
Him and Ming, I'm sure Ming can go.
Oh, I'm sure he can go. I would never
bring back the faces of fear
Do it.
as I shake my fist.
Emphatically.
Great for audio.
Yes.
Damn it. Anyways.
Visual gags are awesome.
We get a match.
Yes.
Gut check match. Match
number
4. We get Velez versus Tapa.
Which
is alright.
It's alright.
These chicks are green.
Oh, they're green as shit. So it's like it's they're not bad. They got promise.
And Velez
that big
won.
chick scares the crap out of me. Oh Jesus, she's huge. She got to go somewhere. She's got to go somewhere because she's big.
Yeah. So Velez won the match. We'll see who gets the spot.
Yeah.
And here's where I'm thinking. During this match, they keep going about how Taz is still a judge.
Yes.
Why is he still a judge? If he's a bad guy and he's aces and eights, how is he still a judge?
I don't know, because that doesn't make any fucking sense.
So now next week, he's going to be in the ring with Bruce Pritchard.
Yeah.
And who's the other? Al Snow.
Yeah.
And he's just going to be in his ace and eights gear. And
I guess.
they're just going to be like, yeah, he's an ace and eights member, but he's still a
But
judge.
that seems like that's not, he should lose all his judgmentship.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't
And I don't
think they'll do that, though.
This is also the part of the time when I guess I should just speak. Why is he like half heel, half face?
I don't know.
Because he was gone for most of this episode. And then he showed up halfway through. But he's like calling a match somewhere down the middle. And but then when they mention Ace and Eights, he's a heel.
Yeah.
Or when
like
they
he's
mention...
always, like, whenever Aces and Eights is on, he's always like, yes, everything they do is absolutely right, and, anything that happens bad to them is bad. So that's the perfect heel. But... yeah, no.
But then when a random match is happening, he's calling it down
straight
the middle.
down the middle. I think
he's joking around with them. But then when they mention someone Ace Eights, I'm gonna put you in a body bag.
Yeah,
but,
it's just
it's a little weird.
There's no such thing as halfway crooks, man.
Yeah, it's a little off.
Just don't do it.
Yeah. So we get Aries.
Yeah.
Visiting Hardy, giving him squat instructions.
This was weird.
Yeah.
It just seemed like Aries seemed really uncomfortable the entire time, and Jeff did exactly what he should have done. Shut up.
No.
He said nothing.
Shut up, close your eyes so your eyes are open.
I keep making fun of that, but I kind of like that.
Yeah, but how do you talk to someone like that?
I know.
Because they're like this, and you can see eyes painted on, and that's whatever. But then when they open their eyes and you see their actual eyes,
yeah,
like,
it would kind of freak you out. Although I keep going the whole time, and like I'm a guy who looks kind of odd to the average person. I mean, I do get stared at everywhere I go. I am one of those people who still wears the trench coat and whatever. I'm 30, so I'm not goth. So fuck you. But like, I kept thinking through this entire episode, because Jeff's face is painted particularly weird this episode. Mm-hmm. And I'm watching, Bully Ray just, having a perfectly normal conversation with him, seeing Austin Aries come up, have a perfectly normal conversation. How do you talk to him when he's looking like that? Yeah. Even I would be like, dude, what the fuck, man? He's got the little hoop earrings, the weird orange paint. It just...
His hair in a fucking top-knot bun.
He did manage to shave his beard off, though, you notice. He's painting that on, which I found kind of weird. I guess it's kind of hard to paint over the beard, maybe?
Yeah, probably.
I don't know.
I wouldn't imagine it's easy to paint over facial hair.
I guess, well, I've done it before. It's not too hard, but...
Right.
I digress. But no, it just seemed like the whole episode, I'm just like, how do you have a conversation with a guy dressed like that? And yeah, so...
So Aries was apparently pulling for him.
He was?
He didn't like that Bully Ray was the golden child. And
yeah. Which I'm not sure... Well, we'll get to it later when he goes up to Bully after as well. We'll talk about that.
And then we get an AJ update.
Yes.
His wife, his actual wife and his actual friend are better actors than that actress that they hired last year for Claire Lynch.
Yep.
That woman was a professional actress.
Yeah.
And these people who are just... His friend, his best friend, and his wife in real life are better actors.
They sound like they're telling the truth.
Genuinely concerned about AJ Styles.
I mean, mind you, when you look at him, I'd be concerned too.
Yeah, because
he's starting to look like me.
He showed up, and his hair was askew, and he had a beard, and
he's starting to look like me. If his beard were about 2 feet longer, he would look like me. And that's not a good thing. Nobody wants to ever do that.
He's like, oh, what'd they do here? I'm getting out of here. And then he gets on his fucking little Batman Dark Knight.
He gets on the Bat Pod.
And he buggers off.
I'm glad you noticed that, too. Yeah. Those wheels were really wide. I'm like, fuck, it is the Bat Pod.
He gets on the Bat Pod and he buggers off. Yeah. And then we never see him again for the rest of the episode.
I still don't understand this angle, because literally the first thing he fucking said was, I ain't going anywhere. Yeah. And then he disappears for 3 months.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't fucking get it. Whatever.
So we get Robbie.
Yes.
Robbie E coming out.
This is...
Heartfelt.
Yeah.
Plea to Robbie T. Rob Terry, he actually referred to him.
Rob Terry.
Coming out, he opened the velvet rope for him. He pulled the ring.
Yep.
He did everything. Yep. He's like, I want to be bygones with bygones. A bro's got to know when there's a bigger and better bro, and let's have a bro
One
off.
more bro off for all time's sake.
Yeah. And he does his little thing.
Yep.
And then Rob Terry kind of laughs.
Yep.
And then he starts doing it, and then Robbie comes behind him and hits him with a picture.
Yeah.
And he thinks that's going to do something.
That's what I was thinking. It's like,
you hit him with cardboard.
It's cardboard.
He's about 5 feet wide.
Yeah. Cardboard not going to get the job done.
And
a steel chair's not going to get the job done. A bazooka may not get the job done.
I've seen a steel chair not do anything.
Yes.
I've seen Rob Terry take a straight steel chair shot to the head, stand there with blood trickling down his face, and just go, no!
But that's not cardboard.
I know.
Get in mind. That is not cardboard.
So that didn't work. So you think cardboard's going to work? And
apparently.
When Rob Terry gets angry, it's scary, because he's got veins in places where
I
shouldn't be places.
When he screamed at him, I got scared, and I'm not in the room with them. My question about Robbie, though, I mean, has he ever been accused of being a smart man?
No.
So, of course, he thinks cardboard's going to stop the giant tank that is that human being.
So Rob Terry's going to be world champion next year.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Or go to the WWE and actually have a career.
No. He can't go to the WWE. He's too much gas.
You think? Well, all right. Yeah,
Look at him.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
There's no wellness policy.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, he's juiced up a little bit.
Yeah. A little bit.
Well, okay. He's not exactly Scott Steiner, but
he's getting there.
He's not quite.
He's juiced to
when
the
he's
tits,
not
literally
true, but when he's not flexing, he doesn't have the veins everywhere. It's only when he's flexing that the veins pop out.
Maybe he's just doing more proper steroids.
Probably.
I mean, let's be honest. The steroids today are probably a lot better than when they were when Steiner was doing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I'm sure. Yeah.
I don't know why we're debating steroid technology updating in the last 20 years.
I don't know, because trust me, neither one of us looks like we've ever seen a steroid, let alone taken one.
Nope.
So yeah, no, whatever.
Anyways, so Bully and Aries.
Yes.
Aries comes up to Bully, pretty much tries to give him the same speech, and Bully Ray's like, "Listen, cut the crap, get the fuck out of my face."
That's the point. I don't understand what he was trying to do. It's like they claim it's like, oh, he's just trying to stir up shit, but what is he trying to stir up?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean,
maybe get somebody riled up. I don't know.
Okay, it doesn't make sense. Yeah. But again, reaching for the middle.
Yeah. So Kurt Angle?
Yes.
Still on the hunt?
Yeah. The whole time I just kept wanting him to turn to the camera and be like, be very, very quiet. I'm hunting wrestlers.
So he's going to the clubhouse and Taz is freaking out because like if he's going where I think he's going, that's not going to be good. And what do you mean, Taz? The parking garage in the parking lot? Is that where your secret hideout is?
Well, yeah.
A fucking parking garage?
See, that's the thing I don't understand. Like, Angle is following them. Why not just call up the same hooker service that Aces and Eights uses and just be like, yes, same address. Wait, repeat that so I got the right one.
Oh, I thought you were going to have like an elaborate plan where Kurt Angle dresses up like a hooker and sneaks in the line of hookers to get into the clubhouse, and then he springs into action.
You just revolutionized my idea. Fuck, you made it better. Now all I'm going to be thinking about is Kurt Angle as a hooker now. Shit.
I've ruined your thoughts for the night.
God damn it.
Success.
Kurt Angle and drag. That's all I'm thinking now.
That's the title of the episode.
Yes.
So, anyways, well, maybe not. He might sue us for slander.
Maybe Kurt Angle wants big meat.
Maybe. There you go.
Yes.
It all comes around.
Exactly.
Bad Influence versus Hardy and Bully is the main event. Solid tag match.
Good. Very good.
Also very weird seeing Jeff Hardy and Bully Ray in a tag team.
See, more so than the actual title match, this is weirder. Just seeing the two of them alone in a tag team.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's a little
Twilight
fucking,
Zone.
Yeah. That takes my Attitude Era brain. And
you know what'd be even messed
around.
Up more?
What?
If Matt Hardy was in the Ace and Eights.
That would be fucking amazing.
So you got Matt Hardy and Devon on one side and Bully Ray and Jeff Hardy on the other?
I mean, that's the thing, like, unfortunately, that would be amazing, but it'll never happen.
Never happen.
Because Matt Hardy's a fuck up, more so than his brother. Who would have known?
It's just, you gotta
really fuck up.
You gotta be a world-class fuck up to out-fuck up Jeff Hardy.
Exactly.
Anyways, speaking of fucking up, Kurt Angle is attacking the clubhouse by himself.
And then the hookers come out.
He gets a couple of them.
Yeah.
Gets a couple guys.
Yeah.
Bang bang with the bat.
Yep.
And then, the other
Which was
8
actually
dudes
impressive,
in the other
I gotta
room.
say.
The other 8 dudes in the room get him.
Yeah.
But this is not before he unmasks the final masked member.
And he says...
And he's just like...
You.
How could
can
you?
It be you? Yeah.
So, I don't know who it is. Maybe it's AJ. It can't be Bully at this point.
It can't be AJ. Well, no, that was a taped segment, right?
It can't be Bully at this point because then the next week Kurt Angle will expose him.
Will out him, yeah.
Unless it was Bully and Ace and Eights tie up Kurt Angle and
if Kurt Angle's not there, I mean they could stretch it out in all fairness. Yeah. So if Kurt Angle's not there in the next episode, it's a very good indication that it's Bully.
Yeah.
However, I think it's more likely
Hulk?
AJ, Hulk. Although the guy...
Jeff Jarrett's always on the table?
Jeff Jarrett, I don't think so, just because unless they're using a stunt double, that guy looked much bigger than Jarrett.
Right. Well,
they could have done that.
Wearing sweater.
True. You gotta. Yeah, they do kind of wear 9 layers of clothing when they're in Aces and Eights. Yeah, I mean... Everyone is up in the air at this point. Anybody who has been on the roster.
Give it to them, it's intriguing.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm more interested than this than half the shit in WWE right now.
So, as diluted as the show was, the ending was still very cool,
great, yeah.
And there were some solid matches, and you got an AJ update, so it wasn't bad.
No, we're not as hard on TNA as it seems.
As most people are.
No, most people are just automatically like TNA is garbage, and we're just like, it's not garbage, it's just some of their shit doesn't make any sense.
Is that our half-full, half-empty look at it? Where we're trying to sift through it to find the gems, and other people just paint it with a wide brush? I think
it's got to be like that, but I don't think we're picking that hard. That's the thing that I want to get out there to people, because, all these people are just saying, TNA shit, TNA shit, TNA shit. Try watching it a little bit. Try paying attention. You still have the decent matches that they used to always have, and some of the storylines are good. I mean, yes... Aces and Eights is obviously the NWO. Mm-hmm. Yes, this is obviously Eric Bischoff / Hulk Hogan's involvement. Mm-hmm. Obviously. Yeah. Yes, Hulk Hogan has as much power as he claims he does on the show. We know that. It's Hulk Hogan. He goes anywhere, he's going to have power over anything. He's fucking Hulk Hogan. Who cares if it's a retread? It's still fun. Yep. How many times are you going to watch DX out there?
No, exactly. So that was TNA for the week.
Yep.
So now we're going to do housekeeping.
Yes.
Because we got an NXT main event, 2 SmackDowns, and a Raw. So we're gonna do a little
strap in, folks, because this one took surprisingly long.
Yeah. So we're going to do NXT main event back to back quick.
Yep.
NXT
yes.
starts off with Dusty, GM of NXT, Bo Dallas, and Corey Graves. Corey Graves stole the NXT title last week, so he got it back. Dusty got it back.
Okay.
And now they're going to do a triple threat with Conor O'Brien, the Ascension, Conor O'Brien.
Yes.
With these two gentlemen.
The human being that can apparently be an Ascension.
Yeah. So these 3 guys, number 1 contender, triple threat main event.
Okay.
Cool.
Right.
Kruger?
Right. Yeah.
Leo Kruger versus Justin Gabriel
in what I call to say Freddy Krueger, but
which I wanted to call the diplomatic immunity match because they're both from South Africa.
Are they really?
They are.
Wow,
and apparently, according to William Regal, they grew up fighting each other, which I actually wouldn't be surprised because I don't see South Africa having a large wrestling.
Hey, you'd be surprised.
So
you never know.
So if they did, maybe they do know each other.
Maybe.
So it was a good match.
Yeah.
Tyson Kidd was at ringside, kind of looked like Jimmy from South Park with those fucking those arcades. So it was a good match.
Very much.
Yep.
Yes.
Match number 2.
Yes.
Oksana versus Emma.
Okay.
And this Emma chick, her gimmick is that she's a really bad dancer, like Elaine style, Seinfeld.
Is that a gimmick, really?
Yeah, apparently.
All right, fair enough.
And she literally is doing the thing through the match where she's literally like this, like arms sideways, like this.
Now, does she actually think she's a good dancer, or is this like just a
It's probably
thing?
a gimmick.
Yeah.
And then Oksana won.
Okay.
So,
sure.
Cool.
All right.
Bo's attacked backstage.
Okay.
As
again?
reported by Canada's Pride, Renee Young.
Yes. Good for her.
He's all knocked out, so Wendy took him out.
That seems to be his only job lately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The last time I saw him, he was laid out, so it's just like, this poor guy really needs a bodyguard.
That's weird, because his push was huge, and then it just sort of went away.
So we get Corey Graves versus Conor O'Brien, one-on-one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if Corey Graves is a small individual, or if Conor O'Brien's just big. Because the size discrepancy here was just
a little
astronomical.
bit. Okay.
Conor O'Brien's another one of those weirdly shaped guys because he's fat but he's muscular.
Oh, one of those guys. Yeah, they scare the crap out of me.
So he's got a big belly, but he's got muscles too.
Well, that's the thing. I wouldn't want to hit him in that belly because it's probably solid.
Because it's like he's like the Crusher. You know what I mean?
Jeez, okay.
But taller. So they have a match. It's a good back and forth match.
Yeah.
Ends in a no contest because the Shield attack.
Okay.
And the Shield pretty much cut a promo going, "Don't forget about us, NXT. We're not forgetting about you." You know that kind of thing where they're just like they want to take over everything.
Yeah.
So that was quick NXT.
Fair enough.
Main event.
Yeah.
Caitlyn and Cody have a little back and forth.
Okay. She got a thing for him, correct?
Apparently.
Yeah. Okay.
I think that was covered on SmackDown.
It was, yes.
So Sheamus comes in.
Yep.
They're going to get into a match, and apparently the Love Stash is going to strike back.
Okay.
That's a line.
No, I believe it.
That's also in the running for the title of the episode.
Yeah. Love Stash Strikes Back. I kind of like it.
Yeah. So they have a match.
Okay.
It's main event.
Yeah.
Good match.
Fair enough.
Sheamus wins.
Yeah.
It actually kind of looked like Cody was going to win a couple times.
Well,
so
that's good at least. They're at least trying to. They're trying
hard
to
push
him.
Who knew that a mustache was the key to his success?
Something had to
All
give.
this year.
Something
all
had
these
to happen.
years he's been shaving.
Yeah.
He should have just left it.
Yeah. I mean, imagine he's getting this little push because of a mustache. What would happen if he grew a full beard?
Oh my God.
My
World
God.
champion.
He'd be world champion like tomorrow.
World champion of the world with that thing.
Cody, if you're listening, I'm telling you.
Grow the beard.
Full beard, man.
Go full beard.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Mark Henry.
Yes.
Fought Justin Gabriel. And squish him like bug.
I'm very much over Mark Henry's hype already.
Mm-hmm. It is pretty cool how he's destructive.
It is kind of cool, but I'm still...
And it's also kind of good that they're not sticking with the Kali Mark Henry plan.
Yeah, well, they tried it. It didn't go so well. I mean, I will say, well, when we get to SmackDown, I guess... Well, screwed. We can talk about it now.
Well, we're going to get to SmackDown. Which SmackDown? This one?
This one,
week?
the Kali slash... what's his nuts match? The Kali Mark Henry match.
I believe that was on Raw.
Was it on Raw? Okay, well, I'm going to talk about it now anyway.
Okay.
I will say this. This is probably the best match Great Kali has ever had.
Yep.
But it's still not a good match by any stretch of the imagination.
Well, he's a gatekeeper.
He very much is. It worked. Mm-hmm. It got both guys over in the way they're supposed to. But still kind of stupid. Anyway, just had to say
that. So, SmackDown.
Yep.
Last week's SmackDown.
Yes.
Not this week's.
Yes.
So we're gonna go last week's SmackDown, Raw.
Last week, yeah, cool. Raw and then SmackDown.
So last week's SmackDown,
yes.
Alberto Del Rio's cutting a promo.
Okay,
Talking about Jack Swagger.
Yeah.
And then Orton comes out, says he wants Jack Swagger because he kind of hornswoggled him in the Elimination Chamber match.
Well done.
Kind of got the jump on him and won the match.
Yep.
Got the spot. So Orton was mad. So Booker T came out, made the match.
Yep.
So there you go. Good GM work. Booker T.
Well, well done by watching. Hey, look, two guys that are wrestlers can fight each other. Let's have them do that.
It's Friday night. They fight, apparently.
Well done.
So Sandow and Sheamus had a match.
Yes.
Good match.
Good match. Very good match.
Sandow and Sheamus actually have had like a handful of matches over the last couple of
weeks. They have,
yeah.
Actually, it's been surprisingly good. I mean, I've always said that Sandow is very good. Sheamus has been disappointing me lately, but he's stepping it up.
Yep.
I'm enjoying it.
Caitlyn and Cody, this is where they're playing originally. They their whole thing is kind of that high school thing where you kind of walk one way and she walks one way. And
you sort of awkward. Yeah.
So,
I mean, he does have a teen stash, so it makes sense.
And she walked, and he wished her good luck in her match, and that happens next. Layla and Caitlyn versus Tamina and Aksana. Layla and Caitlyn won. Women's match.
Yep.
Good stuff. Zeb and Jack Swagger run into Wade Barrett.
Zeb and Puff the Magic Dragon?
Yes. Zeb and Puff.
Yes.
Puffy. His friends. And are we going to start doing that, Zeb and Puffy?
I think we're going to have to.
Puffy Zeb.
Yes.
So those two run into Wade Barrett, and even though they're both heels, Zeb still does not approve because he's not an American.
That's right.
And that's cool.
That is good. That. Yeah, no, I mean, that is something...
I like that. He's, you know what? I don't care if you're a bad guy like me.
Yeah.
If you're not from this country, I don't like you.
Yeah, it is very rare that you see, like, heels ever against each other, even if it is against everything that he believes in. It's still like, well, he's still a heel. I like him. Kind of like the Shield. You know? The Shield is only attacking faces at the moment, but you would have to assume that, like, most of the heels are just like, what the fuck are these assholes doing, ruining every match?
No.
But no, they never do a damn thing about it.
Well, they kind of did one.
Sort of. We'll get there.
Yeah,
we'll get there.
But Swagger and Orton had a match.
Yeah.
And Swagger got the win.
Yep.
So I don't know if they're just sweeping this under the rug,
yeah.
Like look away, see no evil, hear no evil type of deal.
Wait, no, this was filmed before that happened, isn't it?
No.
When did that happen?
This was the Tuesday.
Yeah. Okay, you're right. Yeah, they are sweeping
because on Raw too, he was.
Yeah, no, they're continuing.
And then this SmackDown, that was this week. I mean, they're
part of the reason might be because of some controversy that has arisen.
Yeah,
that could be part of the reason why they're continuing. But we will get to that at the end of the episode.
Yeah,
that could very easily be
have saved Swagger's ass.
Yeah, it might have because usually WWE is not usually putting up with this shit. I mean, there have been people who've been fired over that kind of shit. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm surprised.
So there you go.
Yeah.
So Miz and Cody had a match.
Yeah.
Miz won.
Yep.
Good for him.
Yeah.
He is
still
awesome.
having trouble with that fucking figure four, though.
Yeah, he'll get there.
He'll eventually get there. He just hasn't. Yep. He has not gotten there yet.
ADR and Barrett had a great match.
Yeah.
With Swagger and Zeb at ringside.
Yes, that was fun. I liked it a lot.
ADR won. Once again, 2 segments.
Yeah.
5 matches.
Yep.
Mainly because SmackDown kind of spends most of its time either on commercial break or showing Raw highlights.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. Yeah, like, we insult TNA for having 9 billion segments, but they don't spend the entire episode talking about another show.
To be fair, there is no other show to talk about.
Yeah, but even when it comes to last week of what happened, they keep their last week segments to, 20 seconds, whereas, like, we get full recaps of Raw, which is kind of like...
Which is interesting.
Not really. I mean... Well, I guess we have to say it's kind of interesting, considering that's the show we do, is a recap of all this shit, but...
no, I'm saying from the standpoint that for people who don't want to watch Raw...
Yeah.
Or can't.
I don't know why you wouldn't. But.
Or can't, for whatever reason. So there you go. That was last week's SmackDown. We'll do this week's Raw. So this week's Raw start off with the Boss.
Yes.
Coming down the aisle.
No, wrong one. Sorry.
No?
I'm losing my mind today. I haven't slept. I'm exhausted. Yes, the actual Boss comes out. The God amongst wrestling.
Calls out Paul Heyman.
Yes.
And Paul Heyman's ready to go. He's just like...
He came out dressed for it. He was fucking ready to fuck some shit up.
I have been waiting to do this for 20 years.
And the internet connectively came when he said that. I was one of them, so don't worry.
Calling him a one-legged man and an ass.
The shit he said to him was just like, oh my god, he's bringing up some. He's shooting slightly. It's awesome. Yeah.
And then he shoots the leg.
Yeah. That was funny. Seeing him do a Luthez press nearly made me fucking shit myself.
On a 60-year-old man who just had hip replacement surgery.
Yeah, no, fairness. Vince McMahon could still kick my ass.
I know.
You know what I mean? So
they
seeing him do that was impressive.
So they get into it.
Yeah.
Cue Brock Lesnar, of course.
Surprise, surprise. And then
cue Triple H, who looks badass with fucking buzz cut.
He didn't...
I guess that's what the older guys are doing now, because Taker's still got the buzz cut. So the older guys are just, you know what, cut all the hair off.
That might be a sign. It's just like, here's how we look. Here's how we still look cool if we're, you know... Because like he, originally when Triple H cut his hair, it was like just the simple brush cut kind of thing. Little hair on the top, but now he's like bald and it's like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks like he wants to fuck you up.
Yeah, so he comes out in his new Triple H t-shirt.
Yes.
And they
available now at www.shop.com.
Pay us money, come on. That was a good promotion.
A little bit, just a little.
So, they brawl.
Yes.
Brock busted open.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, busted open.
Which, they have not done that in a long time.
Way.
Yeah, oh.
He had blood across his face. He looked like Kratos, for God's sakes.
Nice pull, you're right.
No, like he had blood across his face.
It had to be the hard way because they're not allowed to do that.
Staples needed.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Yeah, like he was pretty fucked up.
And then Triple H gets a wicked chair shot.
Yep.
So Brock retreats. Mm-hmm. So that
which, by the way, very creepy sight of a completely blood-spattered fucking Brock Lesnar with that smile.
Yeah, he's just like...
fucking done.
He's like looking at it going...
Yep. Well done.
Okay, we're going to do this.
You have to wonder, though, is he talking about, like, yes, this is good for the match, or I'm going to get in trouble for this?
No, I don't think he cares.
No, probably not. He's like, I'll be gone in a month anyway.
This is going to be starting Brock Triple H 2 Electric Boogaloo for WrestleMania.
That's fine.
Which it'll be
a good match.
The match at SummerSlam, so...
Anything Triple H, and I'm all good, man.
There you go.
Triple H is good.
Ryback and Ziggler had a great match.
Do you want to use the term great?
It was actually probably the best singles match Ryback's ever had.
But again, he's in the ring with Ziggler.
No, that's fine. I'm not saying
that's what I mean.
Ryback.
Oh, no, it was... No, but that's what I mean, is any other single match
he's had and there was kind of that cool moment where Big E took him out.
Yeah, well,
and you're just like, ooh.
WrestleMania? That's what made me go, is like, this has to be a Mania match, because it just has to.
You know, so you got those two guys.
I mean, that makes sense to me. Why is that not even on their fucking radar? Maybe it is.
Maybe it is, we don't know.
Jesus, that seemed like it was a no goddamn brainer to me, but whatever.
So, CM Punk cuts a promo?
Yes.
Great promo?
Yeah.
Usually.
Yeah.
You know?
Apparently... yeah, go ahead.
He's gone delusional.
Yeah, a little bit.
Tonight's not about John Cena or The Rock or the WWE title or WrestleMania.
Yes.
You mentioned WrestleMania twice.
Yeah.
It's not about any of that. It's about me.
Yep.
It's all about me.
Yep.
What about me?
Yep.
And then he called himself God.
Yeah, which is...
I'm God. Oh.
That made me just go, wow. WWE did this before. It didn't go so well. Punk, you've got a high opinion of yourself. And I don't mean just calling yourself God.
As long as he doesn't start his own religion. Which he kind of
did that already.
So scratch that.
Yeah, exactly.
He was kind of Charlie Manson cult leader. So...
Which I like. But
yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, that's why he used the cult of personality as his theme, did he not?
Well, no, because he never came out cult of personality while he was in that.
Didn't he?
No, he was still doing his old stuff.
I like the old one, though. As much as I like that song, I like the old one.
Yeah.
The metal makes more sense.
The Kill Switch Engage one?
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't like Kill Switch Engage, but to me...
That was a good song, though.
Yeah, it was alright.
It was Randy Orton's.
It was. But the heel coming out to cult of personality kind of sounds weird.
Yeah.
It's a little too funky for
Other people have said it. It's just because, you hear the little scratch in and then the first guitar riff. It's kind of heel face kind of thing. Mm-hmm. Because those are one of those, like, who's coming out,
Like the Mick Foley one, for instance.
Exactly.
Like
heels shouldn't have that kind of, like, response.
You shouldn't be able to really sing along to a heel's song.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. But at the end of the day, the lyrics to that song...
Oh, no, they make perfect sense.
Are heel
Oh,
lyrics.
God, yes. Oh, absolutely. But, yeah, I don't know. But either way.
So there you go. So Donald Trump?
Yeah.
In the Hall of Fame?
Sure.
Makes sense.
Yeah, makes absolute sense.
There was 2 or 3 WrestleManias that Trump Plaza.
Yeah, well, they did two
There was that
back-to-back.
WrestleMania 23 match that was pretty much the one drawing match of that WrestleMania.
That really was.
So
yeah, I mean, no, I to me, it unfortunately kind of takes away the whole what was the word, like the it's about fucking time-ness of it. I mean, I didn't really think it was going to be Trump, but at the same time, they always put a celebrity,
and it
makes perfect sense.
New York.
Yes,
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So it all makes sense.
Is this WrestleMania 30, by the way?
29.
See, that seems fucked up to me.
I know, because it's 10, 20.
Yeah,
I know,
like
I know. I think it's because
I'm sure they
Life
thought
Center's new, and
I guess, but bite me. And it's kind of the halfway point between New York and New Jersey, so I think that's the whole point.
Yeah.
But whatever.
They've been promoted as a New Jersey too.
They are. If you notice, it's New Jersey and New York on it. Yeah.
So,
which is smart, I guess.
So after that, Henry and Khali had a match, which we discussed.
Yeah, whatever.
I still think the best Khali match was the Cesaro match, just because of the ending.
Yeah, but that was just the ending.
Yeah.
It wasn't a good match. It was just the ending was fucking awesome, and it cemented him as the manliest man who ever manned.
Yeah. Miz TV.
Yes.
Easily the best thing since Piper's Pit.
Oh God, yeah.
And that's including the highlight reel, which
highlight reel has not been. I mean, everyone goes apeshit about the highlight reel, saying it was like as we just said, the next best thing too.
I think it's because of things like that time when he threw Michaels through the Jericho.
Yeah, no, that was awesome and all, but it just never. It didn't have the same feel. Miz TV almost has the same feel in that it just seems like Miz is just going out there and talking, right? Whereas Jericho, as much as I love Jericho, and he is one of the best talkers in the business, he always seemed rehearsed. Yeah. Everything he did always seemed rehearsed, whereas Miz has that sort of, I don't know what I'm going to say either yet. Mm-hmm. So, except for the really part, which kind of annoys me because I've been saying that, like, really? And now he's doing it.
It's
I feel
funny
like I can't do
because
it.
he took that gimmick off Sharon Osbourne.
Oh, I'm sure.
And not a lot of people know that.
Oh, I know.
It's back when the celebrities were hosting.
Yep.
And that week the Osbournes were hosting, and she actually was like, really?
Yeah.
Really? You know, so...
Like, see, I've been doing that for years, and it kind of pisses me off that now it's a wrestling thing. I'm like, fuck.
So now Zeb Coulter goes on his rant.
Yes.
And say what you will about Jack Swagger, they've taken the mic away from him.
Thank you, Vince.
You know, so that's fine. Let him stand in the background and fucking yell, "We the people," whatever.
Which, I mean, if you hate it, like, pay attention. It's fucking funny. I'm sorry. Every random moment, there's no rhyme or reason to it. He just goes, "We the people," and you're like, I'm starting to find it hilarious. I'm just like, where's he going to say it now?
What I don't understand is, I get what it is.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be his fan base.
Yeah.
But he's a heel. Heels don't have a fucking name for their fans.
Are we? Because in all fairness, like he never stroked me as the intelligent man.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm guessing the character, is gonna think I have fans, much like the I don't know, because most heels don't think that. I don't.
Yeah, exactly.
It'll make my head explode trying to figure it out.
So Zeb Coulter goes on usually, like he usually does.
And he's good.
And Alberto Del Rio's getting good.
He's getting, surprisingly good. Although, the SmackDown thing, but, whatever.
They all can't be champions.
No, they can't.
But this one was.
They can't all be zingers, as they say.
This one was.
Yes, this was great.
What I liked about this Raw was, once again, it was great opening segment.
Yeah.
This was the middle segment, and the ending. We'll get to that.
Yeah.
So, Orton versus Antonio Cesaro.
Yep.
And finally...
Yep.
Orton gets that RKO out of nowhere.
Yep, he finally got it right. Yes, it was so good.
You don't telegraph it. It's supposed to be in the middle of a match.
Yeah.
It just comes out of nowhere and he wins the match.
That's what he used to do. And everyone loved it. That was his whole thing. That's why they called him the Viper, because he struck out of nowhere.
Yeah.
At some point in time, he forgot that.
Yeah.
And it's just annoying.
So, Hell No is fighting still.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Daniel Bryan says he's going to...
It's weird because, I think it was even last week when I was talking, I'm kind of over it. This week's couple segments made me go, okay, no, I don't want this to end. It was fucking funny, and it literally cost the respect of my boys, but I don't care. Yeah. It was still fucking good.
So Daniel Bryan is going to wrestle with his blindfolded?
Yes, because the backstage segment where... Daniel Bryan says he could win this match with his eyes closed, and Kane says he could win the match with his arms tied behind his back.
So Team Bricky...
Yes. Oh.
Come in. And it's so funny, because she's saying something...
Yeah.
And then he
echoes it.
He echoes it, and then he starts saying it over her voice.
Yeah.
And then at the end, she's like, "You're gonna do blindfolded." He's like, I was gonna say
that.
It's how he delivered it, where he was just like a kid, like
I wanted to say it. Yeah, that was great. Like Super Nintendo and Virtual Boy are pretty good.
Yeah,
I like them.
It's gonna be a good segment.
Yeah, I think I like him. Well, I mean, as everyone's saying, like you don't really want to see Maddox in the ring, but he's good on the mic.
Yeah.
Fucking throw him in there. He's in the perfect role.
Sheamus comes in.
Yeah.
Talking about snubs at the Oscars.
Yeah.
And then he kind of shows the dead man down thing.
This was so long and
then
boring.
Barrett was in it. And
yes.
I don't know how Sheamus could be in this feud with Barrett. And in the Shield feud?
Well, I get the feeling that well, no, because I think the Barrett feud was just to give him something to do that day.
Yeah, I guess.
Because the Shield was busy. So I think it was just, let's do this. Because this segment went on way too long. It didn't make any sense because...
I get it. They were talking about snubs because the Oscars were just the previous night.
Yeah, but I mean...
You don't have to be topical, guys, just for the sake of being topical.
And I mean, okay, so Numbnuts is in a movie that really they shouldn't be promoting because he's a heel anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. The whole thing seemed backward-ass to me.
Yeah,
and again, it was fucking long.
Yeah.
It was such a long segment. It was
mainly because they showed the entire trailer of the movie.
They did, and then he kept going.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus, stop talking.
I don't know.
But anyway.
Whatever. R-Truth versus Cody Rhodes with Sandow at ringside.
I'm glad to see R-Truth back.
And R-Truth won. Mm-hmm. And then he fought off both him and Cody Rhodes and Damon Sandow.
Which was good. And I was impressed when Sandow came running in.
Yep.
And he just caught him, literally.
Without missing a beat.
Quarter of a second later, it would have been a botch fest, and he managed to pull it out really, really well. I was fucking impressed.
R-Truth's good.
Yep.
7th segment.
Yes.
Them and Jack talking about jobs. Basically, it equals.
Yeah, I know. The whole time I kept thinking that, but whatever. I mean, that's the whole point of it anyway, right?
Yeah. I just wanted at the end of it him just go.
I'm pretty sure that's what one of the things. Swagger said in between We the People.
Yeah. There you go. Mm-hmm. So, match number 5, the PTPs versus Team Hell No. And Daniel Bryan was comedy.
Yep.
Looking around, grabbing the ref. And
yep.
That's the ref! That's the ref! And he had to feel the patch and his hair.
Yeah, that was awesome.
And Team Hell No did pick up the win.
Team Hell No won against my boys, the PTP.
At least they were on TV. They had a match.
Yeah,
Darren Young was back.
Yeah.
I don't know where he was. But
they literally just said, we don't know where the hell he went. Yeah. There was one point where the commentator was just like, I don't know where he was, but he's back. Yeah. I'm like, well, yeah, nobody knows where the hell he was. Yeah. I don't know why, whatever. It doesn't matter. Maybe his wife had a kid or something.
Who knows?
I don't know.
And if they did, congratulations!
Yes, good for you.
The Shield got a promo.
Yes.
Good promo.
Good promo.
Roman Reigns actually getting better.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
Better.
He got that. He was able to say a full sentence and not sound like a giant retard.
Better because I think he's starting to not stop after every word in the sentence.
Although, I mean, mind you, that works sometimes when you're live because then you give the crowd enough time to say what because you know they're gonna. But he got.
And the other guys are obviously without fail.
Yeah.
And here's the weird thing because Sheamus comes out and he's like taunting them, and then 2 of them leave.
Yeah.
And you're like, why? You're a unit.
I don't know.
I mean, obviously they had to set up for Orton to come in and strike.
Yeah, obviously, but it just seemed... Yeah,
but these guys have been billed as a 3-man unit. They walk in a unit. They don't separate.
I think they were maybe they're trying to build some kind of, like, cowardly thing.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously it was just to set up the Orton thing, but... Maybe they're going to be a little more cowardly in the future.
Maybe.
Or maybe it's literally just the Orton thing, and we shouldn't be thinking about it.
Yeah, so there we go. Yeah. The Orton strikes, and the Shield slink away. We'll get you next time type of deal.
Yes, we would have gotten away with it if it weren't for you meddling kids type thing, yeah.
Miz versus Swagger, because Zeb Coulter did not care for Miz's biased interview.
Which was good. I like that. That's the dumbest reason for a match ever, but I liked it.
And that cut to a match, and Swagger won. Swagger's on a roll.
He is.
Clearly, they're just sweeping that under the rug.
Much like the rest of his pot, I hope.
Seen an interview?
Yeah.
Series. Yeah. Seen an interview? Yeah. Like, this is important.
Legit, like, this is.
This needs to happen. I need to shut my critics up.
Yeah.
And he did. Because this match...
was good.
Was amazing.
Yes.
If you don't like this wrestling match... You
don't like wrestling.
You need to stop watching wrestling.
Yes.
Immediatamente.
Because Jesus Christ, this was actually good. And I mean,
it was like 20 minutes long.
Yeah.
There was a fucking pile driver.
There was, which
apparently Vince was mad.
I bet.
He can't do anything because it's CM Punk and John Cena. They're both Teflon.
Yes.
There was a Hurricane Rana.
Yeah, which, again, Cena may have fucked it up, but at least he tried.
You know,
He's
CM Punk tried to save it.
He did.
And
he sold it well.
It was such a good back and like this was a pay-per-view caliber match.
Yes, it was.
And you're just like, so the WWE champion isn't here tonight.
Yeah.
So these two guys are going to have a 5-star match.
Yep.
Why isn't this the match at WrestleMania?
Well, I mean, that's, I guess, what we're finding out is, as it looks like, because...
Do we find out now that the Emperor has no clothes at this point?
I'm guessing.
Because it's just like, he wasn't on the show at all.
No,
they
he
didn't
wasn't.
even promote one of his movies.
No, and that's weird. I would have
He
thought,
didn't
because he's
promote
got
G.I.
a movie coming out in like a week.
No, it's out.
Is it out?
Snitch is out.
So nobody talked about it.
They didn't talk about Snitch. They didn't talk about G.I. Joe.
And that's the weird thing, because it also seems kind of fucked up in the fact that, didn't we talk about, like, how awesome is it that, like, The Rock would show up on the red carpet with the belt? Mm-hmm. Didn't happen.
No.
Did not happen. Just stupid. Why does The Rock have the title?
Yeah.
I thought that was the point. Now I don't have any reason as to why he has it.
If he showed up for the Snitch premiere with the belt, and he didn't, right?
No, he didn't. As far as I know. I mean
maybe he did.
Maybe he didn't. It wasn't. Well, no, it would have been publicized as shit, so we would have heard about it.
They would have showed it on Raw.
I mean,
it would have been like, this is The Rock on the red carpet for Snitch.
You're right. They probably would have shown that. They would have said something, but no, there was no... It seems like the premiere, if there was one, maybe that's a problem.
Maybe it was a small movie.
Yeah, maybe they didn't have a premiere. When's G.I. Joe coming
out? Summertime, I think.
No, can't be summer.
It will be after WrestleMania, and he won't be there.
So why the fuck does he have the belt?
Because he's gone.
I guess
he's gone after WrestleMania because he's going to go film Hercules.
Yeah, I know. I got to assume that the only reason they put the belt on him was to create drama for Mania. I mean, I thought it would be cross promotion.
And that's fine. If it was cross promotion, I would have had no problem with it. But
now it just seems pointless.
Now it's not cross promotion.
No.
So now you're seeing my point.
Oh, I always saw your point. Fuck, go back and listen to that episode. I wasn't disagreeing with that.
You know, and like I said, I might have compared The Rock and John Cena.
Yeah.
But John Cena had a great match with CM Punk. And The Rock on 2 tries have not even come close to that. And those were both pay-per-views.
But in all fairness, he did have a decent match. You can't say it wasn't a good match.
That's fine, but compared to this...
I'm just saying.
That was on pay-per-view compared to free television.
I know. But in all fairness, Cena does have some more to prove than The Rock. Rock don't give a shit. Yeah. And I noticed that from the beginning. Even the match he had with Cena wasn't good.
Yeah.
At Mania last year.
Hopefully
this one's better because, Cena has a lot to prove. Because if he's going to go over the guy who's kicked his ass, hopefully Cena tries to pull it out. Because The Rock is capable of good matches. We've seen it in the past. He really is. He phoned it in a couple times. Hopefully Mania is where shit changes.
Hopefully. But this match...
Yeah, this match was...
This actually, you could argue, is match of the year caliber.
It could be, yes, absolutely.
And that's on free television.
That is, and that's weird. That's really weird, because, like...
Well, to be fair, they were going to have the match, and you can never tell.
Yeah.
You can never tell what match is going to be fucking
I mean, that's the thing, like...
These things are a crapshoot at best.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, literally, one guy's timing could have been a half second off, and the match could have been a complete write-off. So, sometimes shit just clicks, and I think that's what it was. These guys have also been wrestling off and on for the last, few months.
Few years
even, yeah. So they're going to be pulling their shit, so... I'm thinking, hopefully, Backlash.
The Extreme Rules?
Yeah. Extreme Rules? Backlash now, Extreme Rules? Yeah. Okay. I obviously see how far out of it I am, but yeah. Extreme Rules.
We'll see.
Cena Punk.
Well, now that we're apparently CM Punk Undertaker is happening.
I'm guessing. I mean,
he has been. He did wrestle at a house show.
Yeah, I heard that he's been cited. So I guess Punk and Taker at Mania.
And I'm glad Taker didn't come out and ruin the match.
Yeah,
I'm glad there was no run-in.
Unnecessary.
Because a lot of people are like, well, we didn't see Undertaker at all on Raw.
Unnecessary.
He wasn't promoted.
No.
You can't legitimately get angry at the company for not bringing somebody out that was not promoted.
Yeah.
Just because you and your little fanboy head wanted to see Undertaker, just because they're in Texas, doesn't mean he's going to show up.
No, it doesn't mean
Sorry,
shit.
Guys.
And the fact is, they're also, if he's going to come out, they gave him, he had a match at a house show. Maybe they wanted to check.
They even showed it on Raw. They showed the tout.
Yeah.
of him coming out.
And maybe, just maybe, they want to see if Taker's still in ring shape.
Yeah.
I love Taker, and believe me, if this match is a go, which it looks like it is, I'm looking forward to this more than any other match at Mania. I don't care what the fuck happens between now and then. But if he's not in wrestling shape, I'm not going to be happy. Yeah. So maybe they're testing it out, because Taker doesn't wrestle house shows.
No.
He does not. So maybe there's a reason for it.
Yeah.
So anyway.
So there you go.
Yeah.
SmackDown?
Yeah.
Raw was good.
Was very good.
So this week's SmackDown was also good.
SmackDown was surprisingly good. I was actually enjoying myself.
They continued with the great matches.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Alberto Del Rio versus Damien Sandow had a great 15-minute match right off the top.
Yeah.
And this is what we were saying.
Yep.
You get Sandow away from Cody Rhodes. Not that that tag team wasn't good. It was
no, they were good. Yeah, no, they got some amazing heat.
But you have Sandow come out with that microphone. Yes. He just fucking cuts great promos.
He's the genius. He's perfect. He's awesome.
And he's great in the ring.
Yeah.
And for some reason, it was Lawler, Cole, and Matthews.
Yeah, I
don't know what happened to JBL. They might have mentioned it. I didn't hear anything.
As far as I know, I didn't hear it.
So that was a great match.
Yeah.
Hell No, doing the same thing. Roles reversed.
Yeah.
And that's gonna be later on.
I enjoyed this a lot. But yeah.
It was a good promo again. They're just like...
Yeah, they were just sitting around.
I want to wear a mask because I want to see your ugly goat face.
Yes, and like literally just being like, oh, well, I won the match. No, I won the match. No, I won the match. It's like, okay, well, now basically we're going to reverse it in that, like...
See what happens.
See who wins the match.
So, second match, United States title, 2 out of 3 falls, The Miz versus Antonio Cesaro.
This was my favorite match. I loved the Cena Punk, but
this
I could have watched this match all fucking day. When it ended, I was angry. I was legitimately angry. I'm like, I want another 20 minutes. And I was like, this is pay-per-view quality. I was fucking enthralled with this match.
I did not like that they had a fall go off during the commercial break.
Yeah, no, I hated that as well. But
and here's the thing, I have another issue.
Especially because it's taped. God damn it.
I have another issue.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, well, during the commercial break, if you look at the Raw Active, you can see this happen. And then they'll show it. Don't show it. Make me go to the
make
WWE
us work
app
for it. But
and go to the WWE Active. Go to the WWE Active now to see what happened during the break, and make me do it.
Yeah,
make
us work for it. But I mean, at the same time, though, they have to do it on like WWE.com as well.
Yeah,
you can't just have it on a smartphone app because that's kind of unfair.
Fair enough.
Everyone's got a computer. Not everyone has a smartphone.
Yeah. So this match was amazing.
No, fuck. Like I said, I fucking loved it. I could have. I wanted to watch that all day. When it ended, I was angry, like legitimately angry. I'm like, fuck, I want more. Because these two were just fucking on fire. The speed, the fucking chemistry. They told a goddamn story on free TV.
And
Miz
got a legitimate figure for
it. He did. He got one.
I don't know if it's him putting it on or Cesaro knows where to put his legs.
I think it's Cesaro. I honestly do, because there's a couple moments where, and I mean, I'm not going to take it out of the match. I'm not going to say that this fucked up the match at all, because it was too fucking good for one little fuck up to ruin it. Miz gets confused. I think with, the shit going on, paying attention to the match, paying attention to time, all that shit, he gets confused as to how to put it on. That's what I've noticed. It's not once it's on, it's fine. But when he's trying to, like, you can literally see him doing the math in his head of how to put it on. That's the problem. It's to start it. Once he's got it on, it's fine. But he cannot figure out how to start it. That's just going to take time. Yeah. Plain and simple.
So, great match?
Yeah. Loved it.
Two great matches so far on this show. And if you count the third one on Raw, that's three pay-per-view quality matches.
Yeah, exactly. And, I mean, Jesus Christ. Thank you, WWE.
And people aren't going to talk about it.
No.
We're the only ones that are probably going to talk about it.
Probably. Because it's not negative, so why would anybody else talk about it?
Exactly.
We've already had that rant.
Yeah. Orton versus Sheamus.
Yeah.
Sheamus got Orton's back, and Orton appreciates it.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was because he was wearing a jobber shirt.
Might have... Well done.
I'm like, Orton, you have like 6 badass t-shirts. You have more badass t-shirts than anyone in this company will ever have.
Yep.
And you're wearing a WWE shirt? Really?
Yeah, whatever. Maybe...
It's his workout shirt.
Maybe. Or, you know what? Maybe they just couldn't find one of his shirts. And somebody couldn't run to the fucking concession stand and find a shirt for him.
So, JR and Zeb?
Yeah.
Get into it with Jack Swagger in the ring?
I like this interview a lot. I like the way that they introduced it, too, where they're just like, this is the only guy we trust. He seems like a real American. I was like, is it because he's Southern that they think he's a racist?
I think it's because they think they were in Oklahoma. So
yeah, well, they were.
Yeah,
but
so that's probably...
I'm just wondering, I'm wondering what Coulter and Swagger thought.
Well, Swagger, he did bring in Swagger, as JR did reference.
Yes, that's true. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, no, that's perfect, yeah.
So,
I'm talking on my ass.
So Zeb and JR get into a big spat. And I love JR. It's like, I was talking to Mr. Swagger.
That was so good, because you can literally see, like, he asked him, like, why has he brainwashed you? Because literally, Swagger won't say a goddamn word. Thank you.
Yeah.
And it's fucking great. It literally does seem like he's starting this weird, like, racist cult thing, too, because Swagger's not talking.
I'm hearing there were rumors that they were going to bring the Wyatt family into this.
That would be cool. I think that would be a good way to do it. Are the Wyatt family Southern?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Mississippi characters, I think.
Oh, fucking perfect.
Because Bray Wyatt is Husky Harrison.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, and
that...
You got those two big guys, and then Jack Swagger's a small individual. So you got Bray Wyatt wrestling and talking, Zeb Coulter talking. It would work.
That would work really well.
It would work. But as for right now, it's just Zeb and Swagger, and it was really good. And Swagger finally got mad and did the whole intimidating heel thing, knocking off JR's hat. That's the one thing.
You don't do that shit.
And that's the one thing you do to JR. You knock off his hat. That's when you know business is about to pick up.
Yeah, it's like somebody's getting fucked up here. It's like,
and then, of course, cut out Alberto Rio's music. He comes out quick.
Yep.
Picks up his hat, dusts it off, puts it
Which
back
was
on.
awesome, because I liked even JR looked at him and was like, thank you, and shook his hand. I'm like, that's class.
So he grabs it. He's like, you are a jackass.
Here's where he ruins it.
Yeah, he kind of crummy promo.
He cut a shitty promo. Literally, I believe this is the Kaka line.
Yeah,
came here. Yeah.
No, sorry, no, that was Sandow.
Was that Sandow? Yeah. Oh yeah, you're right. Sorry, yeah, that was.
So
I wanted to talk about that.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't a good night for him on the mic.
No, it wasn't. He fucked up. I think he should have given it to Ricky Ricardo on that one.
But Swagger back now.
Yeah,
they left the ring. No hostility.
Because and they reiterated the commentators reiterated like he doesn't want to touch him until Mania. And, like that's a good way to do it. It's an excellent way to do it.
So match number 3, Team Hell No versus PTP. PTP win.
Yes, my boys won.
PTP win.
And let me talk about this match for 1 second, because as stupid as it was, I was watching it. Well, let's just say not legally on my phone. And I was watching it on a bus on my way to work. The second I saw him put the fucking goat mask on Kane, I started laughing like a madman. I didn't expect it, didn't see it coming. It just hit me at the right time.
And you're like...
and I just started laughing, and there's 3 or 4 people looking at me like I'm a psychopath. And I'm like, I don't care, it was funny,
it's the same
it got
reason
me.
Why I rarely try to listen to podcasts on transit.
Yeah.
Because if it makes you laugh and you start laughing, you look like a crazy person.
It actually happened to me on the way home, too. Because at least when I was watching something, they could see I was watching something, so that sort of made sense. I was listening to a podcast today that did something that just caught me off guard, kind of the exact same way. It actually involved goats as well, but that's a different story altogether. But literally... both times, just laughing like a freaking madman, and I'm like,
that's always good on public transit.
Yeah, that doesn't make you look like a crazy person.
How you look,
yeah, exactly.
Already.
You know, wearing all black and a trench coat with a giant beard. Yeah, no, I'm not going to look crazy at all. So yeah, that went over well.
So, but PTP win.
But PTP kicked their ass.
And who knows? Maybe this is going to be the start of a tag team.
Another thing that made me fucking laugh was when. What's his name? I forgot his name now. Not Titus.
Darren Young.
Darren. Why the hell can I not remember his
Harpo
name?
Marks.
I guess. When he was trying to do the whole thing where he's crouching behind.
Oh yeah,
Kane,
trying to get him
to trip.
And then he's like, "It's not working, Titus." And then he started yelling at him. And then he punches.
Yeah, he started yelling at him like, "It's not working, Titus." That made me laugh as well. It was really good shit.
So Big Show.
Yep.
Has an interview.
He does.
He's not happy.
He is an angry guy.
It's WrestleMania season, and he's going to prove a point.
Yes.
So that's cool.
I'm not sure what that point was.
Yep.
But,
so we cut to commercial break, come back, and it's Matt Stricker again.
Yep.
Interviewing Fandango.
Finally, we see Fandango.
This was funny.
Yeah.
Because he's trying to say his name.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, Fandango's like,
no.
And then
you have to breathe in the A's.
But then he gets slowly more annoyed. He's like, don't worry about the N.
Yes. See, that's the thing. The thing that scares me, though, this guy's kind of cool. Like, he's kind of entertaining. He's got the shittiest gimmick in the company right now. This is not going to work.
No.
It's going to fail, but I hope they don't get rid of this guy because he's kind of entertaining.
I just love this promo because he's just like, you gotta breathe in the A and don't focus on the N. He said it with this his breathy Antonio Banderas voice.
Yes, it's fucking great. It's entertaining, but again, this is the worst fucking gimmick I've ever seen.
And apparently he's not going to have a match until Matt Striker can say his name right.
Yeah, so considering everything we know about Matt Striker, he may never have a match.
Yeah. Which is whatever.
That's fine. I'd rather just have him talk. So
it was funny, fucking Jerry Lawler. Cut to Jerry Lawler going, "That was one of the reasons why I was here tonight."
And he said it right.
And he's like,
he did it right.
And it's how he got into Cole's face, like,
yes,
dang,
go. And I'm like, holy shit, he did it. And then he asked, what's his nuts if he wanted to do it.
Yeah,
and he's like, no.
But I love how he just did the, oh, shucks. Like,
It was good. He's like, I'll get you next time.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I was here.
It's just sad, really.
Yeah, kind of. Well, I mean, it is SmackDown after all.
So, Big Show in a match with Randy Orton? Solid.
No.
Whatever.
I hate Orton.
Yeah. But whatever.
Yeah.
They tried.
This did have a good ending, though.
Yeah, the Shield attacked.
Yep.
Big Show was kind of in the ring.
Big Show was knocked out.
Yeah, but he was slowly getting up.
Yeah.
He feels somebody and punches Roman Reigns right in the face.
Yes, Reigns right in the fucking head.
And then it was so funny because both Rollins and Ambrose looked up and went,
uh-oh.
Oh, shit. And then they left. They got out. They're just like, that's not happening.
We out of this. We're good. That was good.
And then he hit...
He hit Orton. And then he got a
hit
bro
him.
kick. Yeah.
And then Sheamus and Orton were in the ring, and Big Show was kind of like...
I'm like, what the hell? And he fucked off. And then,
so that was kind of weird, but the Shield... Because I actually thought when he hit Reigns, I thought the Shield were going to leave, and then it was going to be the three of them just standing around looking at each other and going, ooh, this could be the three-man group taking on the Shield.
Exactly, that's what I thought. I thought, like, holy crap, maybe Big Show's going to make a face turn. Which... didn't happen.
No.
Because I'm like, wow, that would have been a good way to do it. Because it would have been just like, well, what the fuck are these assholes doing in to fuck up my match? Which is what I said earlier about heels probably not liking
WrestleMania
me.
season, and I didn't even impress, and these assholes are coming out
exactly.
and ruining my match.
And they literally came out and ruined his match. You'd think he'd be more pissed, but, he wanted to stay heel. I guess they wanted him to stay heel, and it's just... It almost borderlines on the Santa side thing that Del Rio did at Christmas time, where I'm just like... He's supposed to be one thing, but he's acting like another, and it's just...
But to be fair to Alberto Rio's credit in that aspect, he was just turning face.
Yeah, he was
He was in the process.
Yeah.
It wasn't now. If he did it now, it'd be weird.
It'd be really weird. But, I mean, especially considering their plans, and I do know that WWE has had this all planned out for quite some time. You gotta wonder what they were thinking.
Right.
With that Santa side, especially as we know now, where he's like the champion and everything like that, you gotta really wonder, what the fuck were you doing? Because that could have really fucked it up.
Yeah,
that could have really destroyed it.
Thankfully, I think you're the only one in the world who's still complaining about it.
I don't care. I will be angry about that until next year when they do something else like this.
I remember last year when they did Santa side, it was ridiculous.
Mark my words, 52 episodes from now, I'm going to say the same shit, so you just watch.
We're going to get the 52 episodes? Good God.
Ugh.
We're at episode 20, sir.
Oh my God.
That's 32 more.
God, this is episode 20.
I know. In a row.
Next week we can drink.
Yeah.
Ugh.
21 and over, bro.
Yeah.
So anyways...
Yes.
That was the week that was.
That was.
So we're going to get into a little extra commentary.
Yeah, we should probably talk about this.
Because there's a certain gentleman out there named Glenn Beck.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently he thinks you, me, and everyone else who watches wrestling is stupid.
Now, let me just say this. I can call myself stupid. But Glenn Beck, when you do it, it's insulting.
Mm-hmm. Now, I don't know Glenn Beck.
No.
I don't know. I don't watch his show. I don't know his policies.
But in all fairness, he doesn't know anything about wrestling either.
From what I've gathered from watching something like The Daily Show or whatever, he's an idiot.
Well...
But that's
harsh, because, I mean, yes, he did call wrestling fans an idiot.
No, it's not just because of that, but because of his views on the world.
Yeah, no, but that's the thing. You can't call him an idiot. No. Because, I mean, if we're going to sit here and rail on him for calling wrestling fans stupid, you can't turn around and call him an idiot, because that's just dickish. But, with that being said, fuck it, it's a podcast. He's an idiot.
Yeah.
I just wanted to get that out there.
It's fine. It's fine. I mean, I'm not calling him an idiot directly. I'm just saying from what I've seen.
Yeah, no, the shit that he says really is asinine.
Which is fine.
Plain and simple.
He's a he's a fucking liberal. That's fine. Or
he's not a liberal. He's a conservative.
Conservative.
He's
a
Republican, I believe, as they call it.
They do things differently over in the States compared to Canadian.
Well, yeah, like I said, they call it Republican, whereas we call it conservative.
So he was a Republican, and apparently Republicans are hating everything in the free world.
No, they're not. That's the thing. Like, I don't know who the fuck Glenn Beck is supposed to be representing. Because even Republicans, a lot that I've seen are just like, no, that guy's nuts.
Nah. Even them are like,
yeah. It's
when they distance themselves?
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure the only person who would probably even be on his side is Donald Trump. And I mean, I'm sure you've heard all the Donald Trump shit as of late with Obama and all that.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
so
conservatives
let's
are back
put him in the Hall of Fame.
Exactly. Like, conservatives are backing the fuck away from Trump, and they're backing away from Glenn Beck. So you got to know that if your people that you're for are backing away from you, something you doing ain't right. Yeah. But
and this is what we were hinting at earlier. Because of Glenn Beck's attack, because of the Jack Swagger and Coulter
characters, that's the thing. You might
which
wanna,
those two have referenced.
Before we do this, let's be radio. Can you explain briefly exactly what's going on, so that other people who may not, because I didn't know about this really until today.
Zeb Coulter and Jack Swagger, obviously their characters on TV are Tea Party.
Yes,
they're not saying they're Tea Partiers.
Yeah. They are extreme forms.
But they have the "Don't Tread on Me" flag, which is apparently the
Tea Party thing. Yes, it's a parody of Tea Party. It's not necessarily making fun of it.
No, it's not making fun of it.
No.
It's not. It's them acting as Tea Partiers.
Yeah, yeah.
So Glenn Beck, being probably a sympathizer for the Tea Party movement in the United States, did not appreciate this "quote unquote" demonizing.
Which, no, that's not what it's doing.
It's not. No, it's not. Because if it was demonizing, it would be somebody saying Tea Partiers are bad and it's the bad policies.
And I mean, I can sort of see his point.
Where he's just
basically, to finish up exactly, basically, he went on this big rant about how the wrestling is fucking with it doesn't like the Tea Party and they're demonizing it and all this shit. And then basically, as we've said earlier, literally called the WWE and its fans stupid wrestling fans, essentially. So he called everybody stupid
wrestling people.
Yes, that's all. That's what he said.
So at least he was nice to keep it.
At least it was people, so he knew that there are women who watch as well. But anyway, so yeah, essentially, so I completely lost my train of thought.
Well, Zeb Coulter and Jack Swagger have commented out of character.
Which was weird. Watching that is kind of odd.
If you go to YouTube, if you go to Zeb Coulter's YouTube channel on WWE, you can see it. And it's produced by WWE.
Yes.
Where they do a promo.
Yeah.
And then they cut halfway through.
Yep.
Green screen comes up, and it's the green screen.
Yep.
And he says his real name. Jack Swagger says his real name, and they explain how they're characters on a TV show.
And they
call out
point.
They call out Alberto Del Rio with his real name, saying that's my friend.
Yes.
And we're bad guys. There's good guys, just like any other TV show, just like Glee, just like NCIS.
And like he said, we're not showing
rape
or murder or guns. It's just a good guys versus bad guys scenario. They're literally just
they're in the entertainment business.
Yes, and I mean, if Glenn Beck did any research at all, which they point out, this is what wrestling does. And I mean, I commented on it when it first began, where I'm like, oh shit, he's going to get in trouble for that. I wasn't saying that they were wrong for doing it. I was just finding it odd that the WWE was doing it with their PG stance lately. So, but I mean, Christ, how fast was the what the fuck was his name now? The guy, not Tajiri,
Muhammad Hassan.
Muhammad Hassan and Davari. How fast was that? Like, that was less than a year, if I'm not mistaken.
It was controversial
11th.
at the beginning, but it got even more controversial when they actually brought those Hassad guys out, like those guys dressed in the fucking all black and carrying him out
that was fucked up, and they stopped that very quick.
They put that
they put that down quick. But that's the thing. That's what the WWE does. They've done it. I mean, Christ, go back to Sergeant Slaughter
and
being a fucking Iraqi sympathizer during the Gulf War. This is what the WWE does. Glenn Beck, do a YouTube search, bitch. It's there. It's there in black and white. They're just being topical. And it's just for entertainment. Calm the fuck down.
Maybe he thinks it's real. And
maybe he does. I don't know. But, and then you said, when you were searching for it today to show me that video, you're like, what is it? Calder admits that wrestling is fake.
Yeah, that's it. If there are some people reposting the video on YouTube, and the headline is "Wrestler admits wrestling is fake," and it's just like, and then you got YouTube comments going, "I knew it. See, I can't believe they're calling that out." It's just like
where have you been?
It's 2013. Vince McMahon said this stuff was fake back in the 90s.
Yeah, like
it's been 20 years.
Kayfabe hasn't existed since
what,
like the late 80s.
Yeah, 1991.
91, 92. Like basically when Hulk Hogan pretty much was outed for being a steroid abuser. That was pretty much when they're like, yeah, by the way, kayfabe kind of bullshit.
Yeah.
You know, it seems really strange that, and I mean, you know, anybody who obviously thinks Glenn Beck is a giant fool will understand that, yeah, he's probably not going to research the topics that he talks about, you know, and I mean, he
looks at it like one side. Hey, we're looking at it from one side.
Yeah.
We're being biased.
Oh, absolutely. I'm not saying I'm not.
But all we're doing is defending something we love.
Yeah.
And I don't appreciate being called stupid because I watch something.
Yeah,
I'm sure NASCAR fans don't appreciate being called stupid for watching their sport.
No, they don't. And that's the thing. And NASCAR is a big fucking sport.
Yeah.
Love it or hate it, it's big, man. You can't really call everybody who watches it stupid. I know people who watch NASCAR. I would never call them stupid.
No.
They're not stupid.
Is there a select group that are?
Oh, of course there are. But there's
a select group of wrestling fans who are stupid. There's a select group of any sports fan.
Yes.
Or any fan of any TV show or
anything.
Music or band or whatever that's not intelligent.
Look how many goddamn believers there are.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's a numbers game. As they said in fucking
the promo,
he said there's 14 million people in just America watching the show. Some are stupid, some are not. I guarantee you there's at least one Mensa member who watches wrestling.
Yeah.
Right? Can't call him stupid. He's literally proven he's a genius.
Yeah.
And it's just entertainment. What the fuck? How did this get taken so seriously?
It's because it's a touchy issue. It's immigration, and immigration will always be a red button hot topic issue.
True.
It's the same thing that when fucking McMahon went after God. You know, and he had God tag team with Shawn Michaels in a match.
But I don't remember anyone commenting on that.
Because there's no...
It's too stupid.
There's no religion person who's equal to what Glenn Beck is in that world.
Oh, pardon me?
Like, no preacher was gonna dirty their hands talking about it.
Bill O'Reilly would.
Would he?
Oh, I think so.
Would he be more of a topical guy like Glenn Beck, where he... I'm actually surprised Bill O'Reilly hasn't gone on record saying that WWE is bad for doing this.
He probably has. That we just don't... We have... Like, haven't done the research on it, so I can't say yes or no.
You see Glenn Beck?
Yeah.
If we don't do the research, we don't talk.
Exactly. We just go, we're only defending ourselves because we know we're wrestling fans, and I wouldn't call myself stupid. I mean, I did a minute ago, but it was a joke. It wasn't real. Much like wrestling's not real. Do you see where I'm getting at?
Like, and I'm sorry if we're spoiling it for anyone, but wrestling's fake.
Yes, I'm sorry. Santa Claus ain't real either. Like,
it's a movie. It's a TV show.
It's a TV show. It's medieval times. You ever see medieval times? That shit ain't real either.
Yeah.
It's the same show. Just guys in tights and not in
there's horses.
Armor. There's horses. I mean, there's sometimes horses in the WWF. That's happened. Like, why is entertainment being taken so goddamn seriously? I know, I get it. It's a hot button topic, but nobody believes that. Well, I mean, there are some people who still believe this is real, and that's fine.
It's still realer than Dammit?
Well, yeah.
Name of the show?
Yeah.
Okay.
That works. You know, that's the thing. Like, I wish I could go back to thinking this was real. I wish I could go back to being a kid thinking
I wish
it was real.
that I can go back to where the internet didn't spoil everything and we didn't know exactly who's going to wrestle WrestleMania and who's going to win.
Yeah, but
I
mean,
that's the world we live in.
Yeah, I mean, we live in the world of social
fine.
media. That's fine.
And we've evolved.
Yes.
So we're fine with knowing who's going to win.
Yeah.
But just because we know the destination, it doesn't mean the journey's not going to be good to watch.
Exactly, and that's the part. Like, I mean, this is getting into a different topic, but fuck it, I'm going to do it anyways. You know, anybody who's ever insulted me for liking wrestling, their biggest thing has always been...
It's fake.
No, it's not even that. Because some people are fine with that. Okay. It's the fact that they know who the winner is. And my response has always been, yeah, they do. I don't. Yeah. I don't necessarily know who's going to win every match.
Sometimes
I've been surprised. Yeah. I've been surprised fucking Lots.
And it's the movie argument. It really is. Where it's just like, you can't say something's fake. It's like, that's fine, but everything you watch in media is fake. Movies, TV shows, they're all fake.
They're all fake. Even reality shows, they're fake. Sorry, they are.
Yeah.
You know, they might not be scripted, but a lot of the shit they do, they already know about.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, just to get back on the subject, is Glenn Beck just fucking...
Lay off?
Not even that. Like, if you say wrestling is stupid, that's fine.
He's entitled to his opinion.
Dude.
Free speech.
Yeah. I think Justin Bieber's music sucks. I'm entitled to that opinion. I think Nickelback sucks. I'm basically saying everything that everybody likes, or that the general public says sucks. Fuck, I can't think of something people really like that I hate. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I could think about this for half an hour and come up with nothing. So, my point is, if you want to say wrestling sucks, fine. You want to say that you think that this whole idea is offensive, that's fine too.
You're allowed to be offended.
You're allowed to be offended. Nobody's saying you can't. But to insult a fan base of something that you obviously know nothing about is irresponsible as somebody in the media. I mean, we're two idiots talking into a phone.
Yep.
Right? We're not a part of media. We do a
We're
show.
never going to be?
Well, you never know.
Maybe somewhere down the road.
There's high hopes. You never know. But
as of right now, we're in your fucking basement.
Yes.
Talking into a fucking phone.
Yes.
Let's pull the curtain back.
Yeah, and I think we're being more responsible than this guy who's got millions of people listening. Like, fucking pull your head out of your ass before you say something. Because you're just going to come off as dumber than the people you think are stupid. Plain and simple.
There you go.
Yes.
So that was that.
That was.
That was the week that was.
It was, Jesus Christ.
We've gone 85 minutes.
Wow.
Well done us.
Yes, good for us.
Next week.
Yeah.
Tentative Thursday.
Yeah. As far as we know, we'll be back on our regular schedule.
Raw's going to be good.
Raw is going to be very
Old
good.
School Raw. You remember the last one 2 years ago?
I didn't see the last one.
Oh, dude, YouTube it.
I got to. I got to see this because, this
man.
sounds like this. I'm going to, oh my God, I'm going to have such a wrestling boner.
Yeah.
Oh, God, it's going to be awesome.
So it's going to be good.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll obviously talk about what happens in TNA. Maybe they'll expose that member.
I hope they do, but
not.
I really don't think they will.
You'll probably
still,
keep it for the pay-per-view.
Yeah,
the
there's
pay-per-view is
2 weeks.
I think next Sunday. Not this Sunday. Next Sunday.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
March
yeah.
10th. So that was the week that was.
It was.
You were Steve.
You were Justin.
We'll see you Thursday, hopefully.
See you, folks.